If you're a man over 60 and you've been waking up feeling like a shadow of who you used to be, if mornings no longer bring that surge of vitality you once knew, if your energy drains before noon and that quiet confidence you carried for decades has simply vanished, what I'm about to reveal will sound impossible until you try it, because hidden inside 3 ordinary fruits you walk past every time you're at the grocery store lies a silent power capable of restoring blood flow, reigniting your hormones, and bringing back the masculine energy you thought was gone forever. I'm Dr. Natalia Parker, and I'm going to explain this with absolute clarity. The most shocking part is that most men will never discover this because nobody talks about it openly. What I'm sharing in the next few minutes isn't theory pulled from marketing materials. It's clinical science I've witnessed transform hundreds of men who walked into my office feeling finished, invisible, convinced their best years were buried in the past. But here's the truth. The pharmaceutical industry desperately wants buried. Your body isn't broken, it's simply starving for the specific elements it needs to function after 60. When a man crosses 60, it's not just age that takes him down. There's a silent storm happening inside your body that you can't see or feel until it's already crushing you. Your arteries narrow millimeter by millimeter without warning. Your hormone production drops like a stone with no announcement. And your cells lose their ability to generate energy the way they used to. And here's where it gets dangerous. These 3 collapses don't happen in isolation. They feed on each other, creating a vicious downward spiral. Less circulation means less oxygen reaching your tissues, which triggers chronic fatigue. Lower testosterone means disappearing muscle strength and vanishing desire. And reduced cellular energy means every single day becomes heavier, slower, grayer. I'll never forget when James walked into my practice in Austin. He was 71 years old, had been a contractor his entire life, but now couldn't solve the one problem that mattered most, feeling alive again. He said something that still echoes in my mind. "Doctor, my wife looks at me, and I know she doesn't see the man she married anymore." Most men accept this decline as inevitable, like it's a death sentence with no appeal. But what James didn't know is there's a way to reverse this downward spiral without surgeries, without expensive medications loaded with dangerous side effects. Your body still has the capacity to regenerate, to produce more testosterone, to improve your circulation, to create abundant energy, but it needs the right tools. And those tools don't come in bottles with sophisticated labels, they come directly from nature, in 3 specific fruits that, when combined, trigger a domino effect of restoration in your system. When you introduce into your body the precise nutrients that have been missing, something extraordinary happens. Your blood vessels begin dilating again, your glands start producing more hormones, and your mitochondria, those tiny power plants inside every cell, fire up with force again. The first fruit I'm going to tell you about is probably one you've seen 1,000 times at the market but never gave importance to. Yet this ancient-looking red fruit holds the secret to unlocking something every man over 60 desperately needs: powerful and constant circulation. Because without adequate blood flow, absolutely nothing works in your body. It doesn't matter how much testosterone you have or how much energy you want to have. If your blood doesn't reach where it needs to go, everything else is useless. I'm talking about pomegranate. Yes, that fruit that seems complicated to open, with those juicy ruby-colored seeds, that same fruit ancient cultures considered a symbol of virility and modern science now confirms they were absolutely right. When James started consuming pomegranate, something shifted in him in less than 2 weeks. Pomegranate is loaded with compounds called polyphenols that act like a master key for your aging arteries. These polyphenols force your blood vessels to produce more nitric oxide, the molecule that makes your arteries relax, expand, and allow blood to flow freely to every corner of your body. And when I say every corner, I'm also referring to those areas that matter most to you as a man. Pomegranate doesn't just improve general circulation, it also has a direct protective effect on your prostate, that gland that's probably causing you nighttime discomfort, those constant trips to the bathroom that interrupt your sleep. Pomegranate helps calm prostatic inflammation and reduces the oxidative stress that's damaging your cells day after day. In a study conducted with men over 65, those who consumed pure pomegranate juice for just 2 weeks reported firmer and longer lasting erections without any medication. 2 weeks, 14 days of taking a simple fruit in juice form. James returned to my office after following my recommendation, and the transformation wasn't just physical. His posture had changed, he walked more upright, his voice sounded firmer. But pomegranate alone is only the first piece of the puzzle, because restoring circulation is critical, but if your hormone levels remain rock bottom, if your testosterone keeps dropping month after month, you're fighting with one hand tied behind your back. And that's where the second fruit comes in, one you probably have in your kitchen right now, and that possesses the power to reactivate your hormone production naturally. Testosterone isn't just a number on a blood test, it's what makes you feel like a man. It's that sensation of being able to get up in the morning with purpose. It's the confidence in your voice, it's the strength in your muscles, it's the fire in your gaze, and yes, it's also what keeps your libido alive. But after 60, testosterone production drops dramatically, and with it goes your vitality, your energy, your desire. And here's what nobody tells you. Your body still has the capacity to produce testosterone, but it needs the right building blocks. It needs specific fats, it needs essential minerals, and it needs vitamins that reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that's killing your hormonal production, and it turns out there's a green, creamy fruit that contains exactly that perfect combination. I'm talking about avocado. Yes, the common avocado you've probably been eating without knowing you're directly feeding your testosterone production. Let me tell you about Michael, a 68-year-old man from Miami who arrived feeling like he'd lost all his masculinity. He no longer felt desire for his wife, his energy was rock bottom, and his muscle mass was melting away. His labs showed testosterone at critical levels. Instead of sending him to hormone replacement therapy with all its risks, I gave him one simple instruction: consume half an avocado every single day without fail. 3 weeks later, I received a message from him. Doctor, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I'm back. When he returned, the changes were undeniable. He had regained muscle mass. His energy had increased noticeably. And most importantly, his testosterone had risen naturally without synthetic medication. Avocado is packed with monounsaturated fats, the type of fat your body needs to manufacture hormones. It also contains magnesium and zinc, two critical minerals for maintaining healthy testosterone levels, and it's loaded with vitamin B6 that helps suppress cortisol. When you consume avocado daily, you send your body a clear signal. Here are the materials to produce more testosterone, and your body responds. But restoring your circulation with pomegranate and reactivating your hormones with avocado are giant steps. But something crucial is still missing. Because you can have the cleanest arteries and perfect hormone levels, but if you don't have cellular energy, if your mitochondria aren't producing the necessary fuel, you'll still feel exhausted and dim. And that's where the third fruit comes in, the most underestimated but perhaps the most essential. Most men after 60 wake up already tired. They open their eyes and the first thing they feel is heaviness. Then comes the afternoon, that moment around 3 or 4 when energy simply disappears. Sound familiar? It's not your fault. It's that your cells aren't receiving the fuel they need. And this is where a simple yellow fruit can change your entire day. Banana. I know what you're thinking. A banana. That's it? We live in a world that sells us complicated solutions, expensive supplements with difficult names, secret formulas. And meanwhile, we overlook one of the most powerful sources of cellular energy that exists. I met Edward, a 73-year-old retired teacher who arrived practically dragging himself. Doctor, I wake up tired, I spend the day tired, and I go to sleep tired. I asked about his eating habits and discovered he skipped breakfast almost every day. There was the problem. I gave him a specific instruction. Every morning, 1 banana with a bit of peanut butter. 1 week later, he called me surprised. I have energy again. It's not that nervous energy from caffeine. It's stable energy that lasts all day. Banana is a natural power station. It's loaded with potassium, a mineral most older men are deficient in, and that's critical for cardiovascular function and muscle energy. It also contains magnesium and B-complex vitamins that your brain needs to stay alert. But here's what's important. Banana doesn't just give you quick energy, it gives you sustained energy. Unlike coffee that gives you a temporary spike followed by a brutal crash, banana releases its energy gradually, keeping your glucose levels stable for hours. And the potassium in banana is a natural protector of your arteries, helps keep your blood pressure under control. Edward didn't revolutionize his life, he just added one banana every morning. 3 weeks later, his wife called to thank me for giving back the man she remembered. Now, this is where the real magic begins. I've told you about 3 fruits that work on different areas of your body. Pomegranate restores your circulation and protects your prostate. Avocado reactivates your testosterone and balances your hormones. Banana fuels your cells with clean, constant energy. But what most never discover is what happens when you combine these 3 fruits consistently, day after day. These fruits amplify each other, creating a synergistic effect much more powerful than the sum of their parts. Pomegranate opens your arteries, allowing more nutrients to reach every cell. Avocado gives your body the fats and minerals to produce more testosterone. And banana keeps your energy levels stable. Together, they create a perfect triangle: circulation, hormones, and energy. The 3 pillars of masculine vitality after 60. Charles, a 69-year-old retired entrepreneur, summed it up perfectly after 1 month. I don't just feel better, I feel complete again, like my body remembered how to be a man's body. Comment below which of these 3 fruits you're going to try first, because I see men from all over dealing with exactly this. It's not about being 30 again. It's about being your best version now, at your current age, with all the wisdom you've accumulated, but with the vitality you deserve to have. When your circulation improves, your testosterone rises, and your energy stabilizes, something profound changes in you. Your posture straightens, your voice sounds more confident, your mind becomes clearer, and yes, that spark in your intimate life ignites again. Now let me be completely honest with you. I've seen hundreds of transformation cases following this protocol, but I've also seen men who tried and failed. The difference always comes down to one thing: consistency. Fruits aren't magic pills that work with a single dose. They're tools your body uses to rebuild itself day after day. If you consume them for 1 week and then abandon them, you won't see lasting results. But if you commit to integrating them into your daily routine, prepare for a profound transformation. And because I know consistency is the biggest challenge, I want to give you something that will make following this protocol exactly as it should be much easier. I've prepared a complete medical guide where I explain step by step how to consume these 3 fruits for maximum results. What's the exact dose you need according to your age and condition? At what time of day should you consume each one to enhance their effect? What common mistakes should you avoid that can ruin the benefits? And what other simple strategies can you combine with these fruits to multiply the results? This guide is called Medical Guide to Avoid the Mistakes That Damage Your Prostate After 60, and in it you'll not only find the exact protocol for the 3 fruits, but also vital information on how to protect your prostate, how to keep your hormones balanced, and how to ensure your vitality keeps growing month after month. The link to this guide you'll find in the description of this video. It won't cost you anything, but it does require you to make the decision to do something different. Today, I want to give you a specific action plan for the next 7 days. Days 1 and 2, focus exclusively on banana. Consume it in the morning with a bit of almond or peanut butter. This will establish a foundation of stable energy. Days 3 and 4, keep the morning banana and add 180 ml of pure pomegranate juice without sugar mid-morning. This will begin restoring your circulation. Days 5, 6, and 7, keep the previous 2 and add half an avocado in your main meal, either with eggs or in your salad. This will activate your hormone production. After the first week, if you follow the complete protocol every day, you'll start noticing changes. In the first week, expect more stable energy. In the second week, many report better circulation, warmer extremities, and for some, the return of morning erections, an excellent signal that your vascular system is responding. Between weeks 3 and 4, the deepest changes occur. Better stamina, return of libido, and a general sense of well-being you hadn't experienced in years. You're going to face obstacles. You're going to have days where you forget, where you don't feel like it, where you think it's not working. Those are the days that separate the men who transform their health from those who keep complaining without doing anything. In those moments, remember why you started. Remember how you feel now and ask yourself if you want to feel this way in a year, in 5 years. I've seen men at 60, at 70, even at 80 years old recover their vitality following this protocol. It's not about age, it's about giving your body what it needs. Your body wants to be strong, it wants to have energy, it wants to function perfectly. It just needs your collaboration. And that collaboration begins tomorrow morning with a simple banana, then continues with pomegranate juice and completes with avocado, 3 simple fruits that together have the power to return your vitality, your energy, your confidence, your strength as a man. I've been working with men's health for over 25 years, and if there's one thing I've learned, it's this: aging doesn't destroy a man, resignation does. Many accept decline as inevitable, as if reaching a certain age meant giving up feeling alive. But that's a lie. Your body is designed to keep functioning with vitality far beyond 60, beyond 70, beyond 80, but it needs support. It needs the right nutrients. It needs consistency. And it needs you to believe transformation is possible. If you decide today that you deserve to feel better, that you deserve to have energy, that you deserve to enjoy your life without limitations, then everything I've shared will become your new reality. I've seen the transformation in the eyes of hundreds of men, that spark that reignites when they realize not everything is lost. James, Michael, Edward, Charles, all arrived feeling defeated and left months later renewed. Not because we did something extraordinary, but because we gave their bodies the simple tools they needed. Pomegranate opens the gates of your circulation, avocado revives your hormonal fire, and banana fuels every cell with energy. Together, these 3 fruits don't just change your biology, they change how you feel when you wake up, how you walk, how you talk to your partner, how you see yourself in the mirror. You don't need to chase youth, you need to reclaim your vitality. And that vitality is waiting for you in simple decisions you make every day. Decisions about what you put on your plate. Decisions about whether you give up or keep going. Decisions about whether you accept decline or fight for something better. When that determination meets the right tools, results are inevitable. Your energy returns. Your confidence rebuilds, your body responds, and suddenly you realize the best years didn't stay behind. They're right here waiting for you to claim them. Are you ready to stop being a spectator of your own decline and become the protagonist of your recovery? Because if the answer is yes, then your first step is going to the grocery store tomorrow and buying 3 fruits: pomegranate, avocado, and banana. Your second step is consuming them consistently. And your third step is watching as your body begins transforming week after week. It won't be instant, but it will be real. It won't be magic, but it will be profound. If this message resonated with you, if something inside you ignited, then that's your signal. That's your intuition telling you it's time to do something different. Don't ignore it. Don't postpone it. Don't let another day pass, feeling like your best version stayed in the past. Your best version is right in front of you, waiting for you to make the right decision. Everything begins with 3 fruits and a commitment to yourself. If you truly value your health and vitality, subscribe to this channel where I'll keep sharing information that can change your life. Leave your like if this content was valuable, and write in the comments which of these 3 fruits you're going to try first. Your answer could inspire another man going through the same thing. I'll see you in the next video where I'll reveal the 5 essential minerals that multiply the effects of these fruits and accelerate your recovery exponentially.